Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, I'll bring you a full guide on how to beat every single matchup with minor poison. Feel free to comment down below if you have any questions, and make sure to save this video to your watch later for future reference. Okay, it's one of the worst trainers in all of history. I'm just gonna go for the minor in the safe spot like always first play. He does have the fisherman. Okay, this kind of looks like a Pekka deck here. Normally this guy plays a lot of cycle like Hog Rider and stuff, but I think it has to be some sort of Pekka deck. Fisherman is actually really good right now. Oh, no way, not the Mother Witch, man. That is not good to see. Okay, wait, this is actually not bad. That's a very good defense right there. A little bit of an aggressive Goblin Stein, but I didn't really have too much else in cycle that could have stopped the Mother Witch, so I think I'll take this. He does actually get back to his Fisherman. All good, though. Stein actually does get on the Fisherman, so it's not going to pull our Doctor, which is pretty nice here. I think he might have the bridge spam deck with no Pekka. Basically the Pekka deck, except without Pekka in it. So we're going to have to be pretty careful here. His pressure is going to be pretty crazy against us. We're going to always have to make sure we have our Stein ready when we need it. Oh, he does have Pekka, okay. Alright then, so the most important thing in this matchup is to figure out exactly what spells they're running. They either have Arrow's Rage usually, or Lightning Zap. Not Lightning Zap, Lightning Rage. But yeah, maybe if you're in mid-ladder, they will have something else. The Ram Rider will always go for this cannon placement, even in the opposite lane, so it's definitely a good tip to know. The Doctor will stun up the Ram Rider, so I don't think I'm too worried about this right here. Unfortunately, the monster does die, though, but still very good defense, and we have our Evo Bomber and our Evo Ice Spirit, so I think we'll be fine here for now. If he goes for a Stein or something, we have this Evo Bomber at the ready. Might even have to play it on defense here if we run into his Goblin Stein in a second. Man, I literally have nothing to play here. I might actually have to go for a defensive cannon. Yeah, I think I will. Just because I really don't want to waste my Evo Bomber or my Evo Ice Spirit. Especially the Evo Ice Spirit. The Evo Bomber, okay, you can cycle sometimes. But man, the Evo Ice Spirit, you just do not want to cycle that thing. Oh, snap. He does go for that curse there. Dang, I did not realize he had Goblin Curse. What the heck? But look at our Evo Ice Spirit, though. Evo Ice Spirit plus Log will always fully counter a Ram Rider. Great interaction for you guys to know. We're getting a lot of damage here. Unfortunately, our Doctor will die, so there's no point to press the ability, but I'm just glad that I know he has the curse now. So I guess he has no arrows then, in that case. Yeah, we should be chilling for right now. If he plays anything on this, we might get a free Evo Bomber lineup, potentially. Yeah, I'm just going to go for this here. If he Fishermans, the one skeleton will distract it for a little bit. Okay, he does play on Mother Witch, interesting. Stein is directly onto it, though, which is good. Okay, now this is where it gets kind of interesting. We're definitely going to have to pull off quite a miraculous defense, actually. Evo Bomber, I'm hoping will kill everything, though, pretty well. I'm going to go for a second one of these, actually. Second cannon, I mean. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Let me get my ability off. Nice, Evo Ice Spirit will completely save our life right now, guys. Wow, what an Evo Ice Spirit right there. It's kind of nice for us, too, that he has no arrows, because then it allows our Bomber to get a lot more value, but still, Curse is kind of an interesting card that can really punish you when you don't expect it to be able to. Just gonna get our Bomber set up here. We have to make sure we can defend both sides well, in case he tries to go in for something crazy. I'm actually gonna defensive Miner, not really a good play at all, but what else can we do right now, you know? Beautiful Ice Spirit timing right there. Nice, we keep our cannon alive and healthy. It is quite important to try to sometimes keep your cannon alive. Sometimes you just have to let it go, but if you can protect it, it does put a lot of DPS on the board for you, so it's always quite good to do. We can go for our Evo Bomber here. Oh, he does block it, actually. So I guess he knew we had that in our cycle. I'm actually just going to poison here, because I don't want to deal with the Mother Witch. Realistically, I just don't want to deal with that card. You know... Ah, man, this is bad. I'll let the Ram go. I'm gonna just go for some late skellies here. You just sometimes have to know when you have to take some damage. We're already up a lot, so there's no reason why I shouldn't take a little bit of damage right now. We should be fine either way. Just gonna go for a Miner here, try to get the chip damage we need to get a win here. We log the Fisherman very quickly. And Poison will fully take out his tower. Oh wait, the Ram Rider! Yeah, man, you have to be so careful of these Ram Riders. I'm just gonna go for this here, and yeah, game over. Okay, we found a match. This guy is the Dagger Duchess, so it pretty much automatically means it's probably going to be a Logbait deck here. We're always going to have to be ready to catch a Princess, because if they go for it at that bridge, you can actually react to it with a card like an Ice Spirit, for example, but you have to be so insanely quick to do so. The Dagger Duchess is not going to be that good against us, so I think I'm fine with this right here. This matchup will be pretty interesting, though. The Evo Barrel is definitely going to help him out quite a bit. He actually has the Dart Goblin version. That's kind of interesting. Not sure what the rest of his deck is going to really be. Kind of had to cannon there. Very awkward defense, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes. We're just going to have to play kind of awkward defense in single elixir, then later in the game we can actually try to hopefully get some better stuff going. Unfortunately, I wasn't quite quick enough right there to react to that princess. Doesn't always work out, but it's okay. I'm not sure if he actually has Rocket or not. I feel like he might not have Rocket since he has the Dart Goblin. Which is kind of nice for us that he has no Rocket. We're just going to have to make sure we defend the Evo barrels really well. Gonna log this away. His next barrel will be Evo. You really do have to keep track of when they have their Evo barrel in cycle. And guys, you can counter the fake barrel mostly with just skeletons, so yeah, you just really have to think about which barrel is going to be the fake one, which is going to be the real one. They always try to throw you off doing random things, but if you're smart, you can usually predict it. Usually it's kind of obvious, not always though. Okay, he might go for a princess. Yeah, he does. I'm just going to minor onto it and hope he doesn't predict it. I'll actually ability as well, just because I feel like it's kind of worth it to kill the knight. Maybe I didn't really need that, but we're fine. Oh wait, he has no Evo barrel. Okay, that's kind of nice for us, actually. And the cannon's going to block a potential bridge princess for some time, so yeah, we're all good here. Okay. Wait, am I tripping or does he not have Evo barrel? I honestly wasn't really paying attention. You guys definitely should be paying attention in this sort of matchup. Ooh, he does go for that. Yeah, he has no Evo barrel. Okay, I was not tripping. I was like wondering, did I somehow not see him play it? Or, I mean, did I miscount his cycle or whatever? But, nah, he actually just doesn't have it. Beautiful skeletons timing right there. I guess I'll just go in for a minor poison push. There's no reason not to. We can get a little bit of aggression going on here. Just gonna bomb run this princess. It might get 2 shots, because I don't think I was too quick with it. Oh, he does do the arrows anyways. I'll go for this kind of far back. It's really handy to have the bomber in this deck as well, because it counters the goblin gangs quite well. I kind of have to Evo Bomber. Man, this sucks so badly. I did not want to do that. Okay. Well, okay, he does go for the Inferno Tower. That's not bad. He also does have his king up, though, which is kind of annoying for us right now. Maybe he could have played the miner a little bit farther back, but that's all good. Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. Nice, we predict the princess. Let's go. Beautiful. Just got my skellies ready in case he tried to go for quick arrows or something like that. We do have to be careful of these goblin gangs for sure, honestly. Come on, bomber. Come on, bomber. Okay, nice. This is pretty good. We're going to have to go for a late Evo bomber. You guys can see this matchup still can get kind of weird sometimes. Even though we really have all we need, we can still just get pressured quite heavily. Man, this guy's really not giving up with the spam. This guy's just purely spamming the bridge every 5 seconds. He does go for a pretty bad Dart Goblin, though. Because we're going to be able to ability it really easily, which is nice. Dude, we cannot catch a break from this guy's spam, even for a single second. Nice, the Doctor's actually getting some pretty hefty damage here, which is great. I'm going to go for this. He's probably going to try to block a bomber. Or I guess he doesn't. Okay. I'm just so thankful he doesn't have the Evo Barrel. If he had Evo Barrel, I feel like this would be 10 times harder. Just going to keep, you know, spamming the bridge. We're not always going to hit what we want to hit, but as long as we are able to just prevent bridge princesses, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, wow, that actually reached the tower there with the ability. We're just going to have to try to poison cycle pretty much here. Beautiful bomber right there. He does go for that. I'm just going to go for this. Get an Evo Bomber off on defense. Yeah, I really do not know why this guy does not have Evo Barrel. Evo Barrel is way too good to just randomly not run in your bait deck, especially. He's probably going to go for a gang and stuff, but we have our Bomber at the ready. We can just poison the tower. No need to even go for a miner or anything like that. And I think we're chilling. No way. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Oh my gosh, I thought I just lost for a second, guys. Okay, yeah, I honestly didn't even play that well here, but as long as you're safe on defense, you can get a nice win. We're up against a random. I'm going to go for the miner in the back first play. I feel like this guy doesn't play Tornado decks, but I could be wrong. Oh, of course he does have Tornado. Okay. You know, I think this guy might be playing E-golem. This might be like the one E-golem player at top ladder. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's E-golem. So the absolute most important thing of all against E-golem is to get your king up early, if possible. It's not always possible, but since he played his E-drag right now, I think it might be, which could be really nice for us. Oh snap, he's already going in for the E-golem. Dude, chill out, man. This guy's really just going in with like, I don't know, just a couple seconds into the game. We do get our king up though, which is really clutch. Oh snap, we're bound to take a lot of damage here. What the heck? Wow, what a defense right there. What the heck? I did not expect that to go so well. But yeah, guys, if you play a cannon in the middle, they try to get an E-drag going down the center. You can just play a card like so, and then just get your king up for free. So that's really going to help out here. Honestly, okay, what the heck was that cannon? I'm just going to Goblinstein the bridge. This guy wasted a lot of elixir. We have both of our Evos too, so if he tries to punish us somehow, I'm really not worried about it at all. He does go for the healer. Our ability's still going to do solid damage though, so yeah, that's not bad. Wait, we can actually bomb her. That's going to get maybe at least a couple bounces. Honestly, not terrible. Because I feel like there's not going to be that many more opportunities to get really good Evo bombers. So, yeah, that's not bad at all here. Okay. But yeah, this matchup can be really tough sometimes. The main reason why is because, yes, you know, cannon poison counters E-golem really well usually. But the issue is that the Goblinstein, when you play it, it just feeds the battle healer. So you can't really usually play your Goblinstein in the same lane as an E-golem deck unless they have no healer in their variation. It's really good against E-golem, actually, unless they have healer, because healer just will pretty much outdo the damage of the ability, making it kind of useless and just instead feeding their entire push. So what you often have to do is go for Goblinsteins in the opposite lane. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do here. This guy does also have Monk for literally no reason. Oh, this is unfortunate. But yeah, we have our 3-card cycle going, so when he plays the E-Dragon, whatever, we're going to be able to hopefully get double poisons off. Oh, that's a smart tornado, honestly. Nice, look at that Ice Spirit. The way he just let his whole monk die. Dude, what is... No way. You just rage my King Tower for no reason. Dude, the game is not over yet. What is this guy doing? Okay, I'll see you guys in the next match. Okay, we're in the next one up against Silent. I don't really remember what this guy normally plays. Okay, it might be Hog EQ right here. We can just log away the Firecracker. Oh, okay, I'll still log it away. Hopefully he doesn't go for a Hog. Oh, he does. Unfortunately, my cycle is pretty bad. Oh, that might not even go for the cannon. Oh, nice, it just barely does. Let's go. Nice, beautiful. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. I'm going to go for a miner here as well, just to take advantage of the 1 HP bomber. Make him spend something to kill it, probably a log or something. Okay, we forced out a whole Firecracker. In this matchup, you really do want to go same lane, so that's pretty nice that we get that going for ourselves here. He does go in for the Hog. I'm just going to cannon. He will get the Earthquake off on it, so it's not going to do much, but I think Ice Spirit Skellies here will fully counter the Hog either way. Yeah, perfect. The main thing we have to watch out for here is going to be his Goblinstein. This matchup used to be kind of free, but now that Goblinstein is a thing, it's going to be a lot harder. And also we have a cannon, which obviously sucks against Earthquake, so we're always going to have to do the same trick that's good against Piggies, where you just push their Hog Rider opposite lane, usually. Okay. I guess we can just go for a bomber here. He does have the Evo Firecracker in cycle right now, I do believe. If he goes for it, though, I'm not really worried. Okay, he does go for it. I'm just going to have to go for this here. We can also Evo Ice Spirit. Kind of worth it. I don't think he's going to be able to Earthquake right away. So, should be actually a fairly easy defense right here. Oh, man, that Firecracker got a ton of damage, though. Okay. Yeah, this definitely won't be easy at all. This actually might be kind of hard. Not even sure if this is going to be a good matchup for us. But we definitely have a chance here. The Doctor does get one nice shot on the tower. I'm probably going to kind of try to push mostly on the right side right now, because I do want to go same lane, if possible. He's getting good damage on both sides, though, so we'll see what happens here. We do have our Evo Bomber right now, which could be very nice against the Stein. Okay, he does Hog Rider. I can't do much about that. Just going to go for this kind of late, maybe. Okay, I mean, it's not going to get any tower damage, but it's still going to kill this thing, at least. Oh, no way, the Doctor killed it. That's actually kind of fine, though, because now he can't get his King Tower up, so I think that might actually be for the best. And he's kind of stuck going in the same lane as us right now, which is obviously ideal, too. Just gonna go for this in the back. You can't really kill it without his Firecracker, but if he plays the Firecracker, we get some pretty good value. I don't think the split Steins are actually all that good for him. Yeah, I knew he would Firecracker. Good thing I blocked that pretty well. I think we should be chilling here. Just because of our Evo Ice Spirit. Wow, beautiful, beautiful log right there. I'm going to go for a minor poison here. This guy's cycling earthquakes. We're actually even damage right now, but it would be kind of nice to build up a bit of a lead because sometimes they go for their hogs in the back and stuff, and you can get in a little bit of trouble when that happens. I'll cycle this in the back here. We're just always going to have to watch out for that firecracker, though. We know it's coming. We just have to make sure we have our stuff ready for when it happens. Oh, he does block our bomber. He's doing a good job of keeping track of when our bombers are in cycle, but we're still playing well ourselves, too. This cannon up high is pretty good, too. We can actually push the hog in the opposite lane. He does have to spend a little bit to defend our goblin monster right there. He might try to firecracker. I'm just going to go for a poison as well. Okay, so we're playing pretty much how we should. This guy's really not being that aggressive with his steins, which is also actually kind of nice for us here. He does go for a hog all the way in the back. Kind of random, but I guess it's fine. For me, at least. Maybe not for him, though. This is not very good for him right now. Our ability's also doing great work here against the Hog Rider. We shouldn't really have to worry about it too much. I'll poison here. Firecracker might just avoid it, though. Yeah, it kind of does, but we can always kill it with a log now if we have to, because it took a little bit of chip damage, so... yeah, that's pretty perfect. He might firecracker, so we have to miner here just to potentially block it. Yeah, I knew it was the Evo one, so good thing I got that quickly. Oh, what the heck? No! The Evo Ice Spirit, man. It died. He misses the Earthquake, though. Nice, let's go. And he wastes a firecracker at the bridge. I think this might be game over at this point. Anything could still happen, though. I'm going to cannon up high. He's probably going to Hog Rider, so we're going to have to try to push it to the other lane. Nice, we do so. Perfectly. Beautiful. Yeah, just really a picture-perfect game. He's giving up already. That's exactly how you beat Hog EQ with this deck. Alright, we're up against a king of the peasant variety. I'm going to go for the Miner and Ice Spirit first play. Okay, Tombstone probably is going to mean Lava Hound here. Yeah, it has to be Lava Hound. Okay, Lava Hound is one of the hardest matchups in the game for this deck. We have not much air defense at all, really only Goblin Stein. Okay, he does go for the balloon. I'm just going to go for a poison here. You can sometimes Goblin Stein to stop the balloon, but I find that it's usually better not to, because then they're able to usually set up with a big Lava Hound push, and your cycle can become pretty bad. You might not get to your Goblin Stein until it's a little bit too late. So it's usually better not to spend your Stein on the balloons if possible. He does go in for the Lava Hound here. I'm just going to go for a Miner Bomber because my cycle is so bad right now. And he has no balloon right now to pair with the Lava Hound, so I'm not really too worried about this push. He does have the arrows, unfortunately. So the main thing you want to do here is figure out what spells they have, what ground cards they have. We know he has Tombstone. I don't know if he has, like, Guards or Barbarians, something like that. Probably one of the two. Maybe Valkyrie as well could be a possibility. So here, I think we're fine. We can just actually go for the Evo Ice Spirit. And then we want to get a late Goblin Stein ability. You kind of want to delay the ability most of the time. That way you're able to kill the Lava Pups with your Goblin Stein's ability. Should be able to kill them all here pretty much. Yeah, beautiful ability. The monster does actually reach the tower for some pretty good damage. I'm just going to go for a Miner and a Bomber here because he really doesn't have too much to defend the Bombers, it looks like. Yeah, he has to go for a Mega Minion. He might have to defend the other side as well. Perfect. I'm going to defend the Mega Minion too. We have good damage on both lanes here. Okay. So I'm just going to chill out for right now. Yeah, I'll just... no, actually go in. I'll go in with the Evo Bomber. If he has guards here, he might get his king up, but we're going to get some damage. If he has barbs, I don't know what he's going to do. Okay, I think he has barbs, because if he had guards, he definitely would have played them right there. Okay, so what you want to do usually is cycle a very early cannon. You could sometimes go for 2 cannons to get your king tower up off the balloon. That's really one of the few ways you can actually win this matchup, unless your opponent completely throws. Now, he could try to go for a spell here onto our cannon, so we have to watch out for that. Hopefully Mega Minion gets pulled back. Ooh, it doesn't really get pulled the way I want to. We couldn't get our king up right there because our cannon died a little bit early. We are going to kite this Mega Minion, though. It's always really nice to kite the opponent's supporting troops and whatever. I'll pop the ability. Gonna kill all the Lava Pups and everything. Okay, guys, this is where it gets really bad for us, actually. The issue right now is the fact that our Stein is down, so we can't get to another Stein until this one dies. We need it to go away kind of soon. Oh man, this is looking bad. I'm just gonna poison here, I guess. Not too much else to do. The balloon should get pulled. Yeah, it does get pulled. Okay. Very clutch cannon right there. I think we're gonna survive here. I'm not sure if we'll fully not take any damage. Okay, actually, nice. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, we can just go for a miner in the back. I have no idea how we're winning this matchup so easily right now, guys. I'm telling you, this matchup is so incredibly bad. If you guys want better air defense and you really struggle against balloon decks or lava hound decks, feel free to put a Tesla over the cannon. Right now, cannon is just by far better in almost every matchup, but I'm sure in the near future, once Goblinstein gets some huge nerf to it, maybe then it'll be a little bit better to actually have something else like a Tesla. Oh snap, our ability didn't really go off the way I wanted it to. That will probably get a hit on our tower. Okay. Oh, thank goodness that only got one hit. If that got 2 hits, that actually could have really messed us up. Okay. I think here we can just spell Cycle. That is not going to do enough here, but we already have our miner back in Cycle. I'm just going to go for it straight into the Mega Minion. And then we can just try to get to our log if we need it. Okay, nice. Very nice win. Okay, we got a match. I'm going to cycle the miner first play. I guess we can Ice Tiny with it too. Why not? Skeletons probably means some sort of cycle deck. Okay, this has to be piggies here. Against Royal Hog's Earthquake, it can get a little bit interesting, but usually the bomber in this deck is really able to save us against most of the spam that he can try to throw at us. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the bomber here. If you're quick enough, it can fully counter the piggies. I don't know if I was quite quick enough. Okay, not quite, so we do take 1 piggy nibble, but that's really no big deal at all. The main things you have to focus on in this matchup are always having your bombers ready for the piggies most of the time, and then also sometimes you're able to go for high cannons and push the piggies opposite lane so they can't earthquake the tower they want to and your cannon at the same time. That's really the best tip for this matchup. Miner might actually stay alive and get maybe a shovel hit or 2. Ice Tiny does connect as well, which is huge. And honestly, the Frankenstein, well, I guess Goblinstein is actually very nice against the Archer Queen too. Archer Queen used to be kind of annoying in this sort of matchup, but now it's really not, because, yeah, the monster just has so much HP. He's going to have to cannon here, probably. Yeah, he does decide to do so. Honestly, I might just go for my own cannon, because I really have nothing better to do right now. I don't want to waste the bomber or really anything else. Oh, the doctor's actually getting targeted here, unfortunately. It does get 1 hit, though. He does go for this here. I'm going to have to Evo Ice Spirit. Honestly, pretty smart prediction by him right there, but I don't think we're really going to take much damage at all either way. And we made him play his Evo Skellies onto our miner. He does go for the Evo Ice Spirit too, but that was not very smart because I have my skeletons there. If he goes for a delivery or something here, we do actually have our Evo Bomber to try to get a nice lineup onto the tower. I don't know why he would piggies here when I have my cannon in cycle. He doesn't have enough for an Earthquake right away. So that will all die. He's already giving up. Wow. Wow, he already gave up, guys. That was pretty quick. Yeah, honestly, this matchup is really good having the bomber in here. Alright, then I'll see you guys in the next match. Alright, we're in the next one up against this guy. I'm going to go for the bomber in the back first play. We're up against the king of all peasants. He has the Electro Dragon. Okay, that pretty much tells me it's probably going to be either Golem or some other beatdown deck. But yeah, I think it has to be Golem, since he has the Lumberjack as well. I'm just going to Goblinstein here, because I do want to save my Ice Spirit to get my king up, hopefully, off this E-Drag. It's actually super important to get your king up very early against something like Golem or really any of the other beatdown decks, if possible. Nice, beautiful Ice Spirit there, also connecting on the E-Drag. That's a little tip for you guys right there. That if you play your E-Spirit at the right time, you can also get it to jump on the E-Drag so you do not take quite as much damage. That's a free poison here. Doctor is getting some decent damage too. So what's important here is to figure out what version of Golem he's playing. We want to know if he has the healer or not. That's really the main thing. If they have healer, you have to be very careful with your Goblinstein to not go for it in the same lane and just feed their healer, because if you feed their healer with a Stein, you can just easily lose the game. But if you don't, then you can usually just like get a couple poisons off and whatever. Sometimes it's even worth it to play the Stein in the opposite lane of a Golem push, just to get that 3-card cycle and get a ton of poisons off. I'll go for the cannon early here. I kind of wish I had Evo Skellies in this matchup. This is one of them where it would really help to not have the Evo Bomber, but we'll see if we can still do some good work regardless. I'm going to take the poison here on the Evo E-Drag. We really have to hope we can kill this somehow. It's going to be very difficult though. Hopefully our Goblinstein is able to kind of get spaced out. I'm going to Skellies here too to kind of like mess up the stuff for him a little bit. Come on, kill that, kill that. Nice! Clutch ability right there. He didn't go for a healer actually, so I don't know if he has the healer version. I think maybe not, by the looks of it. Okay. So we have our king up. If we didn't have our king up here, I'd be feeling kind of bad with this spot, but since we have our king up, I think I'm chilling with this. He's probably going to try to pump up again soon. I'm just going to Evo Ice Spirit, go for a miner all the way in the back. He wasted the tornado, so he can't really do too much here. Nice, he wastes the Lumberjack. Let's go. Perfect. I mean, guys, Golem players are not always the brightest, so, you know, they're not always going to be making any crazy plays that you have to be too careful of. Perfect Goblin Stein here. I'm not sure if he's actually going to defend here. He might just try to give up the tower and go all in. Oh, he does have the barbs, okay. I'm going to Evo Bomber on this. I don't know if he just predicted that or just happened to play the Bar Barrel, but either way, our Bomber is getting blocked a bit. Wait, he's going to have to respond to it still, though. And guys, yeah, the strategy here is really just to get 2 poisons off, usually. We do not have our Stein down right now, though, so it's going to be a little bit tough to do so. But I'm just going to go for the Ice Spirit like this, mess up his E-Drag chain once again. By mess up his E-Drag chain, I mean we play the Ice Spirit there, so instead of chaining onto our Doctor, it chains on the Ice Spirit. And doesn't, like, reset our Doctor or anything. And I think we might have this guy here. We just have to go for a Miner. We can also poison. We have a 3-card cycle going. It's really good to apply pressure using the Bombers at the bridge, actually, in this matchup with the Miners. And that's a nice win right there. Okay, we're up against a box of sand. This guy is a pretty good RG player, so maybe it's going to be RG here or some sort of cycle deck. Evo Skellies could also mean Piggies. Hopefully it's not Piggies. I've been facing so much Piggies recently. I just want to face something else, please. I used to love playing Piggies, but now it's so popular and so broken, so it's not the most fun to face. Looks like it actually is going to be RG seeing the E-Spirit. Okay, yeah, it's RG. I don't really know how this one is going to go, actually. It's definitely not going to be easy. They usually run Lightning now in RG, so it makes it a lot harder than it used to be. This sort of matchup used to usually be good for a cycle, but yeah, he does have the Lightning. He almost missed there, actually. Okay, I'm just going to go for the Skellies. Hopefully we're able to counter everything. Alright, I think we should be fine. Yeah. I think for now I'll just go for a Stein in the back. What they normally do is that they're going to try to pull your Goblin monster to their King Tower to get a free activation, but sometimes you can Miner to block it, so I might try to do that if I see that he's trying to go for the King activation. I'll just poison the Hunter, why not? And we can actually probably get a Miner onto it just to block a potential Fisherman. Oh, he does end up going for it kind of early, but still the Miner might do some good work, so I'm not too mad about this, actually. I think we're chilling for right now. We can go for some Skeletons right here on the Ghost. And that should fully counter it, basically. I'm actually going to go for a Bomber on the Fisherman. A little bit better than playing our Log, just so that we can get to that Evo a bit sooner. He still hasn't played his RG yet. But yeah, guys, when you're facing RG, I mean, the main thing you can do here is just to try to spam your Goblin Steins. They do have Lightning, obviously, but you could still sometimes get good value out of them. Sometimes playing them at the bridge. And obviously, you know, getting those minor predictions and stuff. Evo Ice Spirit is really clutch on defense as well. Really helps you out so much in this sort of matchup. I don't really want to go in for an early Miner. I'm just going to go for it now, I guess. And I'm going to have to poison too, because I think he has Evo Skellies in cycle. Honestly, not really sure, though. Wasn't really keeping track of that super well. This ability should be pretty nice here. He's definitely going to try to go for an Evo RG, and yes, he does go in right on cue. Hopefully we're going to be able to defend here. It's definitely going to be a little bit rough. But you guys can see the perfect timings with the Ice Spirits and Logs. That's really the main thing in this matchup. Getting the beautiful timings with the Ice Spirits with the Logs really helps you out. Nice, the Bomber dies. Let's go. That's perfect. It's not really worth it to Goblin Stein here, honestly. I think I'm just going to chill for right now. He does go in for the RG. I'm just going to Goblin Stein, I guess. Don't have much else to do, realistically. Okay. I think I'm just going to go for a second cannon. Kind of just wanted to save my Evolved Ice Spirit. He does log on to nothing. Okay. I know he's going to definitely start Lightning cycling us more and more, so we do have to be pretty careful with what we do. He might actually just get a free Lightning here, honestly. He does waste the Ghost, though. E-Spirit luckily does not get to our tower. I'm just going to Bomber up high, no reason not to. We can poison here. If he goes for a Hunter, it's just going to get wrecked pretty quickly. And nice, we're actually doing pretty good. The monster does kind of reach the tower almost, anyways. Maybe not fully, but almost. Okay, we have our Evo Ice Spirit here, so I think we're going to be fine. Not the perfect place Skeletons or anything, but just because of the Evo Ice Spirit, I'm thinking we're fine here. Yeah, man, look how broken Evo Ice Spirit is. Oh, man, the E-Spirit connected. But guys, look at that Evo Ice Spirit. You always want to get those Evo Ice Spirits ready for when they try to go in for the Evo RGs. We do go for a Miner, like, so maybe a little bit of a weird Miner, honestly, but I guess it kind of works out in the end. Okay, just get that pulled over here. Okay, he's definitely going to go for a Lightning soon. I'm sure of that. Yeah, he does go for a Lightning. He actually didn't hit our Miner, though. Okay, yeah, I think we're chilling. He's definitely going to go for another RG soon. We really have to get ready with our Evo Ice Spirit here in a second. We're going to get a really good ability, though, on all of his stuff. Nice, beautiful ability right there. I think there's no way this RG breaks through. We do get on the tower with our monster, just ever so slightly. Okay, he's definitely going to keep on spamming us here. This matchup is pretty intense, I will say. He's going to go for maybe like a hunter or something, potentially. Oh, man, our thing died there. We can just pop the ability. Okay, he does actually lightning, but I think it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter really here. Nice, we get the monitor to the tower. Easy win. Alright, guys, we're up against Chris. I'm going to go for the monitor in this safe spot. He has wall breakers. Okay. Haven't actually faced wall breakers for some time, honestly. Wall breakers and bats could mean Mega Knight monitor wall breakers, or it could just be the quick cycle variation. Okay, we're going to have to play very well in this matchup either way, regardless of which one it's going to be here. I think I'm fine to go same lane. Oh, snap, our cycle's bad. Have to Goblinstein. So it's definitely going to be Mega Knight. When you're facing Mega Knight, you really do want to save the Stein, but we have really no choice here, I feel like. Couldn't really do anything else there. We get no hits, but that's fine. At least we made him zap as well. I'll just go for a monitor in the back and see what happens. You can definitely get your king up pretty early in this matchup if you get yourself into the right cycle and everything. Ooh, he does go in for all of that. Oh, snap. No, no, no. Oh, man. We took a ton of damage there. Well played by him. Man, that was a smart set of wall breakers. I didn't realize the monitor was tanking there, so let that musketeer get a little bit too much damage. We could still come back, though, for sure. He's probably going to have the Evo musketeer. I wasn't really looking, but I'm pretty sure he has Evo musketeer. Nice, he wasted the zap there. Didn't even have my skellies in cycle. We can definitely catch up in damage again if we get some really good Evo bomber or something. Okay, so on the bright side, he has no Evo bats, at least. Those can be pretty hard to deal with, but I feel like they normally just tend to have the other Evos like Musketeer now instead, which is kind of good for our deck, actually. Gonna make this matchup a lot more beatable than it otherwise would be. I don't know if this bomber will get a hit here. Okay, actually, maybe it would have if he didn't just block it. I'm gonna go for a Stein here. He could go for a Mega Knight onto it, but it's really not gonna be the best play for him because our Doctor's kind of just spaced apart. Okay, actually, he might go for a Mega Knight at the bridge here with this Prince, potentially. Oh no, he decides to waste the zap as well. Okay, Evo Bomber might do some very good work here. See, I know that I know only one wall breaker will pull here, but honestly, I'm okay with that. But yeah, guys, I know Evo Skeletons are very good in this sort of matchup, but yeah, having the Evo Bomber really just allows you to play a lot better offense, so it's going to be pretty nice for us here. He finally does go for the Mega Knight. I don't really think we can get our king up off of it right now. We're going to have to be just a little bit careful because it's already late in the game, so he can always punish us and stuff if we try to do so. And also, guys, you can activate your king tower against a bandit using Bomber Ice Spirit. You just have to get the right timing and everything. Okay, Prince will just harass our monitor. It's okay, though. We can actually probably get a pretty nice ability. I'm going to go for a cannon onto this. Ooh, he does play the Evo Musketeer. Oh, snap. That did some good work, actually. Oh, no. Tell me that dies. Okay, luckily it dies. A little bit of an awkward defense here, but it doesn't really matter too much as long as you get the job done. That's really all that matters. You know, I have to poison here. Wall breakers should die, though. And he can't really Mega Knight right away. I know his next Mega Knight will be Evo, though, which he has in hand right now, so gotta watch out for that a little bit, actually. Okay. I'll take this, actually. Gonna get my Evo Ice Spirit off for this. Skeletons will make our left side tower help out a little bit, too. I'm just gonna Stein the back here, because if he goes for a Mega Knight into it, we're gonna get maybe a pretty nice Evo Bomber off. He does go for a Bridge Prince, actually. Very aggressive. I'll let our monster die here. No point to protect it too much. He could just go for a Mega Knight. We'll see what he does, though. I'll take the poison value. So right now we're pretty much in an ideal spot. The only issue is the fact that we have not gotten our king up yet. That's really the only thing. Besides that, we're pretty much looking perfect. Evo Bomber will get at least one bounce on the tower. Probably just a single, but hey, that's still not bad. This could be a little bit of trouble. I'm going to cannon kind of weirdly here. Evo Mega Knight can be a real issue to deal with sometimes, for sure. Cannon will die here. Doesn't really matter, though. At least his Mega Knight is pretty much dead, too. Oh, snap. The Evo Musketeer. But look at that ability, though, with the Stein. Great stuff. He might try to pressure us, though, in a second. Gotta be ready for that. You just have to make no misplays here, guys. If you make a single big misplay, you can easily lose this matchup. But as long as you play perfect, you can see the defense is pretty nice. You just always want to get those cannons going and cycling a lot. Is that on the tower? I'm not sure if it's actually going to reach, but it's going to kill the prince and the bandit either way. Okay, it didn't reach, but still got good value overall. I'm going to go for a miner here. We can also go for the poison. Just got to get a couple poisons here. I didn't even play 100% perfect, but you guys get the rough idea of how to play this matchup. Yeah. Poison will take it. Just got to defend for a couple seconds here, and that is a very nice win. Alright, we're up against Ping Pong. I haven't really played Ping Pong much at all before, actually. It's been a very long time. He has Spear Goblins. Could mean Mega Knight. Could also mean Mortar, maybe. Oh, you know what? Actually, it looks like it's going to be Goblin Giant Double Prince, I believe. It's not really a super popular deck right now, but some people do play it. Oh, beautiful log. Didn't even intend to do that. I'm going to Ability 2 just to preserve the health of our Goblin monster. I think that's kind of worth it, actually. He might have to play something else to respond to this Doctor as well. Just go for his Prince. Yeah, definitely going to be Goblin Giant Double Prince. We're going to have to be really careful here, especially of the Evo Goblin Giant. That's going to be the big thing. I'll play the Goblin Stein. Why not protect our Bomber a little bit? Get some value out of this as well. Not terrible. I don't think the monster will do anything here, but it's okay. Honestly, it's pretty nice to have Evo Skeletons against the Prince sometimes, but I'm not really too worried about it, because he does have Zap anyways, so he'd probably always just zap it away. Nice, the Doctor does get on the tower. He might try to go for a random Goblin Giant at the bridge for no reason whatsoever. I told you guys. I told you. You can always expect them to do that. At least all the top ladder Goblin Giant players, they always will go for random Goblin Giants that make no sense at the bridge. They always will. If it doesn't make sense, just expect them to go for a random Goblin Giant at the bridge. So in this matchup, you really just have to get those Evo Ice Spirits ready for their big Goblin Giant pushes. And obviously, if you do have Evo Skeletons in this deck, it will help you about. It'll help you a little bit in this type of matchup, I meant to say. But hey, Evo Bomber could get us some nice damage. Sometimes the biggest struggle with this deck is not defending, but just actually trying to get your damage back from when they pressure. You try to counter push, you can't always get that much damage, but this Bomber might get a double bounce here. Okay, he does block it fairly quickly, but we still forced out a ton of Elixir there. And we overall got a pretty decent trade, if you ask me. I'm just going to go for a miner. I almost wanted to poison, but I think I won't this time. Yeah, good thing I didn't. It would have been maybe a little bit of an overcommit. You don't usually want to miner poison in these types of matchups. Mainly against cycle decks, you're going to get away with miner poisons, but when they have a heavier beatdown deck, usually it's not worth it. Okay, I'm just going to keep on cycling my Ice Spirits and my Bombers as well. This Bomber does just barely not get a splash shot on the tower. It's fine, though. Also, I'm wondering what his second spell is. I think he might have probably a Fireball, I'm going to assume. If he has Fireball, he actually might play it here, so let's see. Okay, he doesn't play anything. Nice, beautiful log value right there. I'm just going to go for a cannon up high. We can also go for the Evo Bomber. He's probably going to block it, but I have nothing better to do with it. Okay, nice. He doesn't block it. We don't really want to even go for this right side tower in particular, but I'm still always happy to get some damage. Our Stein is dead here, but that doesn't really matter much at all anyways. I'm actually going to go for a second cannon like so. You can just keep on stacking cannons and cannons and cannons. There's not really too many crazy special tips to this matchup. It's really just play good defense, know your interactions. That's all you really need to do to win it. I think we're going to be okay here, probably. Yeah, I don't really see this guy being able to do anything right now. Goblin Stein also does stun the princes, which is very nice. This prince here should get countered. I'm going to log, though, for good measure, just to make sure everything works out well. He does go in for the Evo Goblin Giant. I'm just going to go for my Evo Bomber right here, just to try to get some damage down onto the Prince. I mean, the Dark Prince, meant to say. We do have our Evo Cannon. I mean, not our Evo Cannon, but our second cannon. I keep on confusing my Evos all the time. Okay, yeah, I think we're fine here. We're kind of just barely hanging on, but the Goblin Stein has so much HP, he's not really able to do much about it. He can't really ever get through it. And you guys can see the main tip I can really give you guys is that you don't really want to cycle miner poisons. Even though I know sometimes he's going to play guards or bats on the miner, I still will very rarely ever go for the poisons. Unless I'm down a lot of damage and I just have to come back. In that case, then I would actually start spamming all my miner poisons like crazy. Also, it is triple elixir now, so now I'll spam the poison. But really only in triple elixir. You never really want to do that earlier in the match. Honestly, probably not the greatest Evo Bomber ever, but should be okay, I think. Yeah, gonna be a beautiful Goblin Stein here. He's probably gonna try to get a Fireball off or something. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Okay, guys, wait. Nice, he doesn't predict our miner. Let's go. Okay, guys, I almost just choked this game. You guys can see it can be very easy to choke. The defense of this deck is very fragile, so you have to play very clean defense to win usually. But there's no way for this guy to win the game right now. Oh man, that was scary. We're up against Dubai 4000. Guys, what do you actually think of Dubai? I always hear people saying how good it is there, but I also heard some people saying it's not the best. I heard a lot how they don't have much nature there, but I don't know, a lot of people seem to really like it as well. I've never been there before. Maybe I'll go someday in the future, not really sure though. We'll see. So this guy has arrows, bats, and bomber. I actually have no idea what this is going to be here. Could really be anything, I guess. That's a very good poison, actually. I hope it's not going to be graveyard or something random like that. Otherwise, we're in a little bit of trouble. Okay, he does have the miner. I could have protected my stuff, but didn't really think he'd go for it right in that position there. All good, actually. That's a pretty nice defense. Yeah, very nice defense here. Okay, so it looks like it's just going to be miner, mortar, bait. Mortar is a pretty popular deck. Not as popular as it once was, though, when Cannoneer was completely broken. Now it's a little bit more tame. I also noticed they took out Ice Mage from the deck, which they used to have. I don't know why he just played the mortar here. It's going to be a free cannon. I could go for an aggressive Evo Bomber, but I don't really want to because I know he probably would then just try to go for a Goblin Stein. Couldn't really play the Ice Tenny up high because I had to block that stuff a bit. I think we're chilling here, though. Goblin Stein should deal with everything pretty well. Skeletons are handling the miner nicely. And Cart does fall. Okay, not bad. The Stein is going to be quite nice for us in this matchup. His Stein could be a little bit annoying, though. So, I don't know, actually, how it's going to go here. I'll go for my own cannon up high, just to kill that quickly. I could probably bomber. I don't think that would quite reach the tower. Maybe it actually would, but... yeah, I'm just going to play kind of chill for right now. Against Mortar, you can't be too aggressive with this deck. You can be aggressive with Evo Bombers since they're so cheap, but... with most cards in this deck, we have to be pretty chill with when we're facing the deck this guy's running. Can't do all that much. Okay, wait, now is our perfect time to go in, actually. He does not even realize we have Evo Bomber. Let's go. Yo, we get a massive double bounce. Because, guys, most people don't play the deck we're playing with the Evolved Bomber. They always think we have Evolved Skeletons, unless they're actually paying attention, which a lot of the time they don't really pay close attention to what our Evos are. They just automatically think we have the same Evos that everyone normally runs in this deck. I literally have to poison here, no choice, unfortunately. But at least he does waste the miner too, though. Okay, now he's going in for the Evo Mortar. Luckily, Evo Mortar takes a while to get the first shot off now. That is quite the nice thing for us, actually, sometimes. Okay, he is going in for this. I don't know if I like this too much. We really need a great Evo Ice Spirit here, hoping we can get it all off. Mortar may be on my tower, actually. Yeah, it does get one shot. Okay, that's overall a pretty good defense, though. You guys can see we're defending well. Defense is our #1 priority, and then going in is our #2 priority. So yeah, we're getting all our priorities straight here. We do get a nice connection there. Goblin Stein will tank for this mortar, so I think we're chilling. I'm actually just going to poison because it's already kind of late in the game. We could kind of get away with it. You don't want to poison too aggressively early in the match, but now that it's already kind of later, we can usually get away with it pretty well. And also that Evo Bomber was beautiful, actually. That just killed everything. But yeah, you guys can see, you play pretty simply. There's nothing too fancy to this game right now. We're just playing good defense, getting our miners off. Obviously, Evo Bombers are really good here. See, that's why I love Evo Bomber, really just for these types of matchups. Evo Skeletons would be so much worse in this matchup than our Evo Bomber is for us right now. Oh, tell me that jumps. Nice, it does jump. Let's go. Okay. And he can't really defend our Stein right now, actually. Yeah, I think this guy just lost. Alright, very easy win against Mortar. Alright, we're in the match here against Makes Me Fun. I guess I'll take the King activation here. Seeing the E-Spirit, I was going to say it's probably going to be RG, but actually it looks to be Xbow here. Probably 3.0 Xbow. Man, I haven't faced Xbow in so long, actually. Okay. This will be a pretty fine matchup, I think. Basically, in this matchup, you just want to defend pretty good in single elixir. You can always go for your miners and stuff, get free chip damage, but you mainly want to focus on defending, and then later in double elixir, that's really where you can strike with your miner poisons and stuff like that. Evo Bomber will be a pretty nice addition to our deck in this matchup as well, I'm sure. The main thing you have to be also really careful for are the Evo Archers. Once they get to those, they always surprise you so badly, I feel like. At least for me. Okay, kind of a bad time to go in for a miner, but I think we'll be okay here. Yeah, Bomber's doing pretty good work. Goblinstein will kill the Xbow. We just have to be really careful because sometimes Goblinstein being a champion can mess up your cycle. Like right now our Goblinstein is staying alive for so long, so he's probably going to get to an Xbow before we can get to our next Goblinstein. Yeah, so we're going to have to be really ready right now for the next Xbow. Might have to go for like a cannon and then maybe just poison log onto everything. We'll see though. Yeah, actually I'm just going to cannon really high. He might Evo archers on this actually. What the heck is that Tesla placement? I think he wanted to go for that one more tile to the left, but hey, that's good for us. I'm just going to miner off to the side. We do now have our Goblinstein at the ready. He does go for the Evo archers. I don't really feel like they're too good for him there though, because he kind of messed up the placement and whatever. Yeah, this is pretty nice for us here. Oh, snap, that might get a shot on our tower. Oh, it actually doesn't, and he's already giving up. What? Okay, guys, I guess I don't really have to explain this matchup to you. I guess it's really that easy that apparently they just give up right away when they have 3/4 of their tower still alive. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next match. We're up against a gas pedal. I'm pretty sure this guy is a recruits player. I haven't actually faced recruits for some time. I mean, I do face it randomly, but I think not the variation that this guy's probably playing here. This matchup should be fine, probably, but it really just depends what variation he's running. This guy always runs the weirdest variations of recruits, so we just don't know what to expect here. He does have the miner as well. I assume he might have a princess or something. Oh, he has the darn magic archer, man. That is going to take a lot of our tower. Against recruits, you just have to spam your bombers like crazy, and obviously Goblinsteins, when you split them and stuff, they can actually get quite a bit of value, so those are a couple of good things to do. Evo Ice Spirit does a great job, of course, as well. That's actually quite good damage for us right here. I'm going to pop the ability as well, just to kill the bomber. That is not a bad start at all. Okay. We can't be too aggressive, though. I might be playing a little bit aggressive right now, a little bit more aggressive than I need to be. Ooh, okay. You know, I kind of thought the bomber would actually go back. We do hit the ghost with the Ice Spirit, though. Okay. Not ideal there. I mean, I thought the bomber would actually kite the ghost. I think I messed it up a little bit. Went for it one tile too low. Doesn't matter too much, though. I'm pretty sure this guy has no big spell. This Goblinstein will actually get a ton of damage here. Man, Dagger Duchess is so darn bad against Goblinstein. Look at this. We can actually pop the ability. It's going to kill the ghost and maybe kill a lot of the Evo bomber. Never mind. Never mind. I know the ghost will get on our tower, but that's fine, though. I really don't care too much about that. Nice, we get our king up, and yeah, overall pretty good trades here. If he goes for another Bridge Princess, we have our log at the ready. And guys, even if they do have piggies instead of miner and whatever weird cards this guy has, you pretty much play the matchup the same regardless. Against piggies, you just want to spam bomber even more so. And you can always poison recruits if they go for them in the back. That was kind of a big fail magic archer. I don't know what the heck that was. This guy really just doesn't seem to have much for our Goblinstein. He literally just can't kill it. We can pop the ability. It's going to probably kill the bandit. Maybe the whole tower too. Maybe not the whole tower, but kind of close to it. If this guy has recruits, I'm really surprised he hasn't played them yet. Okay, does this guy actually have recruits or not? Because what? He has actually not played anything yet, really. Maybe he doesn't have recruits anymore. I don't know. No, he does. What the heck? He just didn't play them the entire game. What is this guy trying to do? Bro, how are you going to win without playing your win condition, my guy? How the heck did he expect to win? Alright, then I'll see you guys in the next match. Alright, we're in the next match up against this guy. I'm going to go for the miner first play. I love to do it as a starting play. You pretty much can't get punished for it. Barbaro probably means some sort of heavy deck. I'll go for the bomber. Always great to cycle your Evo cards. And guys, we do have Evo's Ice Spirit, Evo Bomber as my Evos here, but you can always run Evo Skeletons instead of Evo Bomber if you prefer. The one thing I do think is necessary is Evo Ice Spirit. And you can run Evo Cannon too, but I really just don't think it's very good at all, especially in this deck. It doesn't really provide any extra value. This guy may actually have Electro Giant or something. You know, I feel like he does have Electro Giant. Okay, this will be a pretty interesting one. I don't think we even have to cannon here just because he has a pretty much dead Goblinstein either way right now. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, I'll go for my own Stein here. He may lightning it if he's actually running E-Giant. But that should be fine either way. Okay, looks like he doesn't. He decides to just go for a cannon. I'll play a miner in the safe spot. We could maybe start going for our miners in the back sometimes. It is worth it, actually, because If you go for your miner in the safe spot every time, they can't get their king up, but what's the point of doing that if they can predict it every single time? Because if they predict it every single time, you don't get damage anyways, usually, unless their cycle is really bad. Nice, we do get a huge bomber shot. Let's go, 2 bomber shots. The second one doesn't connect, though, but still, we're at a very big lead right now. I'm nearly certain this guy has Electro Giant. They normally don't even play their E-Giant much at all until double Elixir, which it looks like this guy is trying to do as well. He does go for a Stein at the bridge. We can just go for this easily. I don't know why he would actually do that. Ooh, he does lightning too. Interesting choice, actually. He's probably going to try to ability. Yeah, I kind of figured he would do so. We are going to take some damage, but is that really that bad? I don't think that's too bad at all. I'm just going to go for a miner in the back. He's probably going to knight to predict it, so I'm going to go for a bomber too to force out even more elixir. Okay, he doesn't go for a knight, but he has to on the bomber now. Nice, that's huge for us, actually, to get his Evo Knight out of cycle. That's perfect. The main way they can break through with their E-Giant pushes is if they have a really good Evo Knight tanking for everything. But since he doesn't have that tanking now, I'm not really too worried about stuff anymore. He does get a lot of bomber damage, but I'm just glad his bomber's out of cycle at this point. I mean, his Evo bomber, that is. Miner is on the tower just chipping away. I'm going to go for a cannon here. He may predict my Evo bomber. If he does, though, I'm not too worried about it. Okay, he does. I don't really care much, though. Beautiful log right there, hitting absolutely everything. He does go for a lightning, but I already have another cannon back in cycle. Dude, why is this guy not playing his E-Giant? I get that it's hard to break through with the E-Giant in this matchup for him, but you might as well at least try to play it and do something, because how the heck else are you going to win this? Dude, where is this man's E-Giant? He finally plays it. Dude, E-Giant players just puzzle me every single day. Why did he not play his E-Giant earlier? Does this guy, like, want to lose, or... what's the reasoning here? See, the main way he's going to win here is probably going to be if he gets a crazy Evo Bomber on our Goblin Stein. So I'm not really going to play my Goblin Stein on defense unless I absolutely have to. He might force us to do so, but hopefully not. Hopefully we're not going to be in a position where we're forced to do that. Okay, I kind of have to right now. Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite me. Okay, wait, that's really bad. I kind of had to do it though, guys. I don't know. Evo Knight sometimes doesn't give you many options. We are going to get our King Tower up, though. Okay, yeah, maybe not the perfect defense right there by me. I probably could have avoided that damage a lot better, but we're still winning right now, and he needs more than 2 lightnings. He needs an Evo Bomber as well. We get a really nice prediction poison off onto his cannon. I'm going to go for a miner here. We don't have to go for stuff in this safe spot anymore. He's going to nade it, but we have our Evo Bomber now, and I think that should secure us the win here. Man, this guy really played one E-Giant the whole game. Alright, we're up against this guy. I have no idea how to say this name. I remember back in the day, it was always a trend for people to just add random Asian language characters to their name, even if they don't even speak the language or know what it means. It was so funny. Okay, I'm just gonna go for skeletons here up high. He has Knight and Poison. Could really be any sort of cycle deck. Might even be a miner deck by him. Oh no, actually it looks like Splash Yard, I'm pretty sure. That's really the only deck that's gonna have the Ice Mage right now. Man, there was a little bit of a surge in Ice Mage use rates for a time, but it kind of fell off again, unfortunately. It was good for a bit because it was able to counter, you know, the Evo Pekkas pretty well. Evo Pekka is still pretty broken. At least the normal Pekka is pretty broken, but it's not super popular like before. Well, I guess it actually is, but I don't know. Ice Mage just kind of fell off. I guess there's just better options now, mainly. He does actually go for the ability. Don't really know if that was the best by him right there. And he wasted the Tombstone here, so we could actually go very aggressive here now with our Goblin Stein. And guys, we could do a really cool play right now where we go for an Evo Bomber. Oh, what the heck? He has Mortar? Huh, what in the world? Nice, we pulled the Knight back. Let's go. That is such a smart play, guys. If you guys do that play, you just put yourself in such a good spot. Man, look at that damage. Yo, that is wonderful damage right there. I'm nearly certain this guy's playing Graveyard still, but typically the Graveyard players don't even play their Graveyard very much at all in single Elixir, unless they're kind of aggressive. They can be a little bit aggressive sometimes, but they're not always. I think I'll just go for a Stein right here, kind of up high so he doesn't get a really good poison. He might still poison anyways, but it's not going to fully kill our Stein. I'm almost tempted to poison here on the Tombstone just to see if he actually has a Graveyard. You know, I think I'll just poison this just to see if he has Graveyard. See if he goes in. I'm nearly 100% sure he does. He's probably going to go in with this, actually, if we let him. We're already back to our poison, though, so I think we're chilling. Yeah, he does go in for the graveyard here, but his whole push is basically dead already. It's really good to bridge block the graveyard player whenever you're able to. You're not always able to, but sometimes you can. I mean, it's kind of impossible to bridge block a Goblin Stein, though. That's the issue. Yo, the Evo Bomber right into the Evo Mortar. Let's go. Man, look at that damage right there. Amazing. I mean, they don't typically have Mortar, but you guys are still going to play this matchup pretty much the same either way, honestly. Very good Goblin Stein. Does get to the tower, actually. I'm going to go for an inside miner. If he goes for a tornado, doesn't really matter at this point. It's kind of just too late for him. Yeah, we get a very nice win here. You just have to be really aggressive in this matchup, but make sure you have enough elixir for defense at all times. Make sure you have your cannon for the Stein and stuff. If you're not aggressive, you can lose this matchup just off of graveyard RNG, but typically you'll win. Alright, we're up against a bee. I guess it escaped its nest. I'm just going to go for the miner in the safe spot here. This guy does normally play Goblin Drill. He used to main Goblin Drill Golden Knight. Looks like it's probably going to be that right here. You don't really face Goblin Drill too much these days. It used to be pretty popular, but not many people actually play it anymore. Still a deck you guys might run into sometimes, though. He does go for the poison. Okay. We're going to have to be just a little bit cautious here. Not really sure what his final cards are going to be, because I think he's running just some sort of off-meta variation. He could have Magic Archer, or he could have Executioner. I think I did see him running Executioner before, though, so I'm pretty sure it'll be that, most likely anyways. Okay, he does have the guards as well. Bomber could actually splash the tower if we're lucky. Oh man, his Ice Spirit jumped as well. We could actually probably just go for an aggressive Stein here because he has no bomb tower in cycle. This should be fine. Yeah, he does have the Executioner, all poison. This matchup is kind of just all about the little chip damage and stuff like that. You're not really going to ever get any huge amount unless you get a crazy Evo Bomber or something. Which actually we could maybe get off. It will be kind of nice to have the Evo Bomber here. Okay, just go in for the Goblin Drill. I think we'll be okay, though. At least I hope so. Oh, man, I was a little bit slow on my Ice Spirit, so we took a little bit of damage. Not too much, though. Just gonna miner here. Actually didn't really have to go for it in the safe spot, but it doesn't matter too much either way, I guess. We still force him to Golden Knight. You know what? I do actually have my Evo Bomber. I'm not sure if he's aware that I have an Evo Bomber, so he might not predict it in time. Nice, we get a beautiful double bounce on the tower. Perfect. I'm just going to Evo Ice, but we don't really need it for much else in this matchup anyways. You have to be pretty careful with the Golden Knight, actually, because they get to the abilities really quickly. It got a buff a long time ago, and now the ability is super quick to charge up. He's going to have to bomb tower here, but I'm fine with it because we get the Goblin monster to just tank, so now we can go for a miner. We can also poison. I don't know what he's going to play here, but... Okay, nice. We killed the Evo Ice Spirit. Perfect. And yeah, we can just be kind of aggressive here. This guy's deck is just too slow to really punish us too much. Sometimes they do run the Goblin Drill cycle decks with like Bomber and everything like that. Kind of similar to our deck, except with the Goblin Drill over Miner. But, okay, wait, I was a little bit slow on the Skellies. All good, though. But yeah, I feel like our deck is usually able to win the matchup. If you play well, you kind of just have to log the first wave of the Evo Drill usually. Then the normal drills, you can always defend pretty easily as well, I feel like. And yeah. One really important tip, though, for you guys is that when you're facing a guy who has Goblin Drill, a lot of the time they're going to try to, like, you know, prediction log, prediction of whatever kind of spell onto your troops. Like, say your skeletons, you always go for skeletons first. They're going to try to, like, kind of predict that stuff. So what you want to do is you sometimes want to log first and then Ice Spirit or skeletons after. And it'll still always fully counter the drill if you play it correctly. So that's just a little tip for you guys. I'm going to let his goblins get a bit of damage here. We're up so much, so it doesn't really matter too much either way. He does get his king up. I don't really care, though. He can have that. I'm just going to cannon way up high here, just to prevent him from getting any sort of crazy Golden Knight dash on the tower or anything. That's definitely going to die. He does go for the ability anyways. I'm just going to Stein the bridge. And get a miner off here. Yeah, so let me show you guys again. You can log first. Okay, I was a little bit slow there, actually, but... yeah, you can log first, then Skellies after, and it will fully counter the drill every time. Stein will take it either way, though. Pretty easy matchup.